Alright, today we are playing a little bit of blue-white Affinity in Standard. With Aether we got a bunch of new cards, new tools to give a try, and then we've got Memory Guardian, which can potentially be a 1-mana 3/4 flyer, which is obviously nice. Doing beatdown stuff, blocks decently well, and then Voyage Home, which, if you have enough artifacts, you can spend 2 mana to draw 3 cards and gain 3 life. So, other than that, we've got artifacts, obviously. Nesting Bot, it's a nice 1-drop, does start your engine stuff. Novice Inspector and Spyglass Siren, you've seen these cards all the time. You'll continue to see them, they're great. Trying some Voyaging Glidecar, smooths out your draws, it's another artifact. Mockingbird to double up with your... basically these 12 1-drops are good to double up with Mockingbird. Just a solid card. Some Dusk Reliquary, Glass Casket as removal spells, and then of course Glyph, just an excellent card to be down with. Notably, once you get max speed with this creature, you can double your artifacts when you cast them, so that means you get 2 removal spells out of your Glass Casket and your Reliquary, and then you can get extra threats from Nesting Bot and Memory Guardian. So it's a cool deck. Looks like it's going to be fun to play. Mana base pretty straightforward. Maybe you could have a second Mirrex or Anchorage. I'm not really sure, but just a bunch of dual lands and basics. I'm going to play best of one. This is sort of a fake sideboard. It's just got a bunch of like placeholder cards. But if you want to export, there'll be a list you can copy and import into Arena in the description. Otherwise, enjoy the games. Peace. Alright, looks like we're against mono red. Did I just play the bot? I guess I'll just play a Siren. No, the bot's good, I think, because they might have shock. It's like not that bad for me if they deal with the Siren, but if they have a torch, I guess that's annoying. Okay, so they're not traditional, like, red aggro. I got a little punished, but... do I want to just Mockingbird this? I guess I do. So I guess if I played the Siren, it probably would have gotten shocked. So they're just, they're Gruul. Okay. Thought they were red, but they just got a bunch of basic lands. Well, this is scary. We might be dead. If I draw, maybe we can race if I draw a land. We're probably just dead though. Probably have to lead the glyph back to block. Oh, we hit the land, so is that actually true? This blocks fear. The exhaust thing, it's gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna peck and then play a defensive glyph. Oh, I guess they have shock too. Huh. Well, then the glyph play is bad. Maybe they shock my guy. Oh, they have torch. Okay, so they had a torch, not a shock. Alright, well now we'll do this. This card seems sweet in this deck. I don't think I built any decks with this card, but I probably should have. It looks strong. Honestly, I just didn't build as many decks as I have in the past. Kind of wasn't into it, I guess. I don't know. Am I just dead? These don't stack. If I have any sort of spell that gets things in through combat, it's going to be really bad for me. don't think I get to attack. Should I, though? I really want to get the engines kicked up so this starts doubling my artifacts, but I just don't think I can afford to. I think their board's too scary. Another torch, damn. Alright. Well, I'm definitely happy I didn't attack. So if they have a way to pump this thing, I mean, that is horrendous for me. Yeah, I can't block this thing very well. Do I block anyway? Maybe I just block and try to high roll? It's interesting. Which... We're gonna take like 10. I guess I can jump this next time. So I need an answer for this, or I can just chump. This is gonna make a dragon though. I guess I'm gonna trade hope to hit a removal, and then I don't know how I'm really getting back in this game either way, but bonus star was incredibly impressive. Yeah, I think we can call it there. I guess I could try to draw like a Glass Casket. Nope. Alright, good game. That was cool. Alright, opponent goes first. This hand's maybe okay. I guess we'll try it. Obviously I need a second land, but if I brick I can Voyager. We get a scry. We're on the draw, so. Uh-oh. Oh, it's this deck, and then maybe it doesn't matter. I never beat this Oculus deck. They always just do the thing on turn 3 and I die. We have some Glass Caskets though if we hit our land. Okay, cool. Let's play bot. Get them, and then I suppose I just play another bot. Maybe Siren's better. I don't think it really matters. I guess like suiciding the bots in is potentially better, if that matters. They didn't do the thing. They just have a Jin. Alright, they didn't do the thing. That means we could win. Now, we're not doing anything particularly impressive, though. So they're going to get to Impulse. If we draw a land for the Glyph, our pressure turns on. But we've got a Casket for another 3-drop. Voyage Home should be good at some point. Maybe our mediocre beatdown plus some removal can get there. It's Helping Hand gone. So if they have like a soul partition, it's kind of bad. I guess I'll just attack. This one Restless Anchorage always just kind of pisses me off. Like, this deck is really, it's surprisingly mana hungry. You should have maps, and like, if you draw Voyage Home, you really want all your lands to come into play on tap. It's possible this just isn't worth doing. So we're going to casket. I guess I can map up one of the 2 ones. I don't know what else we want anyway. Should just be dead. I was gonna say they could find Split Up, but I believe that destroys. So we have the glyph as well. It just doesn't matter. All right. So they get a 2/2. We're gonna play a 3rd casket. They're gonna be tilted that we have so many caskets against their Oculus deck, but this is one of the changes I made, was adding a bunch of Glass Caskets to my deck, and they certainly have looked good. Nice. Alright, cool. Deck's sweet. It's pretty fun to play. Opponent goes first. So we don't have the Scry. I think this is just going to be a mulligan. Yeah, so Mockingbird, if this... So I have 1 Mockingbird over the Scry vehicle creature. I guess I'm getting rid of Mockingbird. Maybe it's just land, but the Scry vehicle creature would be much better here than Mockingbird. The thing is, I just think like drawing a bunch of them is annoying, but they do Scry, so it could be a mistake in deck building. Opponent doing nothing, but we're also doing nothing. This hand is really embarrassing. Having a turn 1 artifact that Scried would have been useful. I would have bottomed this, and then maybe this could come down in time. Yeah, that is bad for me. Now, probably a card that's not normally that scary, but from this position of me doing nothing, it's not great. Also, my deck is not well configured against the card Children. If it comes into play, it's sort of bad. The Perilous, the new O-Ring, I think is good. I don't know if it should be in my deck or not. I think it's possible you could just construct this deck without any Affinity cards, and it would just be better. But I wanted to try the Affinity stuff out. I think that these cards are probably just like not necessary. I think the new 2-drop is really good, but yeah, here we go. So there's just a 4-drop that I can't answer. I could draw Dusk, whatever it's called. But yeah, this is so embarrassing. Alright, well, this was a valuable reminder. GG. Alright, let's get one more game with this deck. This deck's sweet. It's a lot of fun. I just don't know. I don't think I've gotten it right. That's what I'll say. So this is a hand that does have the Mockingbird, where I already have a glider. Like two Glidecars, just not that appealing. That being said, the Mockingbird doesn't look very good. If you do have like one of the good 1-drops with Mockingbird, I think it's really nice. So maybe we find a 1-drop here and we can double 1-drop on turn 2. I think Glyph is fast enough clock. I can just trade my cards. Sure. So I'm not adding artifacts to the board. I suppose what else could I do? I could play this, crew, attack, Mockingbird, make a 2nd copy, Scry. And then next turn I get to double spell. I don't know if this was even good, but the double blocking's kind of awkward. But it doesn't mean the board is clear. Excuse me. Now this one's got flying. Oh, Heir Apparent. I did not expect to see that. Okay, well that was not very impressive. So let's play our 1 mana 3/4 flyer. Let's glyph up the flyer, I guess. And then we'll crew here and attack for 1 billion damage. So we've got 8 in the air. I don't think they're ever dealing 17 to us. So. Cool. All right. Well, that was the blue-white Affinity deck. Yeah. Again, sorry, still sick as of recording this video, so apologize for coughing. But yeah, this deck's sweet. I don't really have the answers. It's too soon for me to really know how you're supposed to build this. I will say that it's a lot of fun. 8 Affinity cards is just a lot, and I'm not sure that these cards are that good. This card's very fun to resolve, but like you're playing an aggressive deck, you kind of want to just put stuff into play and on the board. So I don't know exactly what I would play instead, but just like keeping your curve condensed and like I'm not sure. This deck is difficult to build. If anyone has any insights on how to build it differently, like this card has looked really good, like getting to double up even your 1-drops. Like the stat line's decent. But like doubling on Dusk, Glass Casket, or just extra bodies on the board is really good. Like these scale well with multiples. So all I know is Glyph is very good. Glass Casket looked nice. Not sure if you need 4. They're sheltered by ghosts, of course, but this is an artifact, which is nice for Affinity. And maybe you don't need Glass Casket if you cut the Affinity cards. But Glide card looked solid, to be honest. It just sort of smooths everything out. These cards are just like obviously solid 1-drops. So an interesting deck. The Mockingbird looked really bad. I think you can just play 4 Glidecar if you really want. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Aether Drift content. And I will see you in the future. Peace. Alright, today we are playing a little bit of blue-white Affinity in Standard. With Aether Drift, we got a bunch of new cards, new tools to give a try, and then we've got Memory Guardian, which can potentially be a 1 mana 3/4 flyer, which is obviously nice. Doing beatdown stuff, blocks decently well, and then Voyage Home, which, if you have enough artifacts, you can spend 2 mana to draw 3 cards and gain 3 life. So other than that, we've got artifacts, obviously. Nesting Bot, it's a nice 1-drop, does start your engine stuff. Novice Inspector and Spyglass Siren, you've seen these cards all the time. You'll continue to see them. They're great. Trying some Voyaging Glidecar, this just smooths out your draws. It's another artifact. Mockingbird to double up with your... basically these 12 1-drops are good to double up with Mockingbird. Just a solid card. Some Dusk, Reliquary, Glass Casket as removal spells, and then of course Glyph, just an excellent card to be down with. Yeah, notably, once you get max speed with this creature, you can double your artifacts when you cast them. So that means you get 2 removal spells out of your Glass Casket and your Reliquary, and then you can get extra threats from Nesting Bot and Memory Guardian. So it's a cool deck. Looks like it's going to be fun to play. Mana base pretty straightforward. Maybe you could have a second Mirrex or Anchorage. I'm not really sure, but just a bunch of dual lands and basics. I'm going to play best of 1. This is sort of a fake sideboard. It's just got a bunch of like placeholder cards. But if you want to export, there'll be a list you can copy and import into Arena in the description. Otherwise, enjoy the games. Peace.